We were saying like Glorilla, Cardi, Megan, they got bars.
Yeah, they got bars.
They got bars.
Right, like there ain't nothing wrong with it, but like we was comparing it to like MC Light, Queen Latifah.
Oh, them bitches have bars.
Hell, even I'm not gonna say I have never, but I have never noticed myself code switching.
I see it as self-betrayal. And the reason being is because I used to January 1st, 2017.
Damn, she got a date in there.
Professional.
I don't even do that now. I'll be at work answering phone. Hey, how you doing? Hey, hello? Hey.
You know what's funny? Keep sliding back. Am I sliding it back with this ass? I don't know.
Probably.
So much junk in the trunk. Now Neho got more booty in the butt. Woo, woo, pull over that ass too fat. Woo, woo, pull over that ass too fat. You don't know nothing about that. You don't know nothing about it.
Probably the only song I do know from that album.
Really?
That one and whatever single she had, and then that other one that females always sing. It's very raunchy.
Put this in your face now, smack. Mm-hmm. Like it's Thanksgiving and you ain't coming back. Collard greens, neck bone. Yeah, that's that song.
Yeah.
That's what me and Nuke was rapping when we was playing the game.
Yeah, that's like a lot of females theme song.
No, the real female theme song is Can't Trust No Nigga, no. Can't Trust No Nigga, no. That's really the anthem. That's Kaya's song right there.
Oh.
And it's crazy how them two women are rivals, but made good anthems for women.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's like me and Terrence was talking about that, you know. I don't want to get slaughtered in the comments for this, but like all these female rappers now it's mostly rap about sex.
Me and my brother said that too.
Like Trina, even though she did have her songs about sex, she was rapping about other stuff as well.
I told you this conversation me and my brother had. So you and Terrence wouldn't have this conversation
I don't remember you telling me this, but okay.
I definitely did.
You probably did. I just don't remember.
Yeah, me and my brother talked about this exact same topic, and we was talking about how. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But we was talking about the same thing, like how they are, like you know, like we were saying, like Glorilla, Cardi, Megan,
sexy.
No.
Oh.
They got bars.
Yeah, they got bars.
They got bars, but then you got people like Sexy, Sukiana. Don't get me wrong, Cardi B and them do talk about sex, but they got bars when they're talking about it. They not simply just talking about sex though throughout the entire song. Like if you listen to their music, they are rapping, they are dropping bars, dropping bombs in their lyrics. Nothing. I'm not talking shit against Sexy Red or nothing like that. But her, Sukiana, and I was trying to think of the other artists that he mentioned. They got bars, but they're rapping solely about sex on almost every fucking track.
Right.
You know, Lotto is a good one. She
yeah, she can spit.
She can spit, but she has moments where she want to talk about sex all the time too.
Right, like there ain't nothing wrong with it, but you know, like we was comparing it to like MC Light, Queen Latifah.
Oh, them bitches have bars.
Hell, even Fox or even Kim back in the day.
Yeah, they all had bars.
They had bars back then. Rod Digger.
But Queen, Rod Digger,
MC
Light, and even Remy Ma.
Yeah.
Well, they can spit bars without even having to bring up sex.
Right. But hell, even though there is women now that do spit, they just don't get the notoriety like the others. Like Rhapsody. Rhapsody is cold as hell.
I haven't really listened. I'll be honest with you, a lot of these upcoming artists I need to listen to. What's her name? Doechii?
Doechii? Yeah, Doechii's nice.
They said Doechii be spitting.
Yeah, Doechii be spitting. TDE, what you expect?
She be spitting. I know one of her songs because it go like something like that. I know a little bit of it.
I was about to say you might know that one song, that anxiety song.
I don't. Somebody told me that she got a song called Anxiety.
Yeah, they use it on TikTok a lot. My anxiety is watching me.
I never heard the full song. I just know that part.
Oh yeah, but yeah.
You know what? On my stream, I'm gonna play some Doechii, Rhapsody. And what was the other young girl? Victoria Monet, because I don't listen to her, but they said she be spitting. Nice. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna see if I can get my phone to do a mixture of that on iTunes, because I need to give my younger rap crew a chance. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
there's a bunch of dope female MCs that don't focus their rhymes on sexual acts and stuff, but they just don't get to shine because, this generation now, that's not what they want to hear.
Yeah, I mean, but back in the day, we had our Trinas, our Kayas, our
Yeah,
Foxy Browns, our Lil Kims.
right.
We had them for the dirty rap, and then we had the Queen Latifahs, the MC Lights, the Rod Diggers, and Remy Moss for the hardcore gangster girl rap and or dang it, that's who I was. Lady Rage, Lady
Oh,
Rage.
Lady
That's who I was
Rage,
trying to
yeah.
think of for the hardcore gangster rap
Yo,
and
yo.
and then our also societal rapping, our upbeat rapping. We had them for that, and it's the same thing in this era. I think it's just that back in the day, like you said, they got recognition for their clean rap, and then they also had the group for the dirty rap. I think that it was different back then because you had to promote yourself.
Yeah,
Whereas now you got fans that's gonna promote you. So it's really
yeah.
the
You
fans that
just
need to do better at promoting
throw
their
your
people.
song up on SoundCloud and watch it blow up.
Yeah, yeah, And then it was another rapper that I just had in my mind, and it just went Mia X and China White.
Gangsta Boo, the chat.
Like back in the day, there was some heavy hitters. I think back in the day we had conscious rapping females, the dirty rap females, the gangster rap females. The Queen Latifah's, because Queen Latifah is really in her own bubble, in my opinion. Her and MC Light are in their own little bubbles because their rap was similar but very different. You know what I mean? But I think we still have that to this day. I think that we did, like you said, they're not getting that recognition.
Yeah, because that's not what people. I can't shake my ass to this.
Well, you ain't gotta shake your ass to everything. And you know what? Actually, people prove you can shake your ass to anxiety because I seen it. I don't know why they was shaking ass to that. I guess maybe because they was feeling the song. It's my anxiety.
I'm about to say, hell, why do people get married to pretty wings?
Man, because when they broke that down,
There's another song like that too. I can't remember.
I was like, wait a minute.
People be having that their first dance after their wedding, and it's a song like, whoa, why did you pick this? Just because of this? Just because of the chorus?
I think there's it's not Brian McKnight. What's the I know what you're talking about because it is another song. But yeah, it's a lot of songs that they used back in the day for after they got married to dance to or dancing with their mama and daddies too. And I'm like when people dance to Luther Vandross's "Dance with My Father Again," it's a good song. But his
Mm-hmm.
father's deceased.
Mm-hmm. So was he.
Well, he's deceased now, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm saying when he did that song,
Yeah.
that song was about him wanting to dance with his deceased father again. So it that always was awkward to me when the girls dance to their dad with that song because I'm like, your daddy's not deceased, baby. He's right in your arms. Pick another song.
Well, I guess since they had Beyonce dancing with Matthew in the video,
And yeah, and then she ended up making her own song, right?
something I believe
About
so.
something about man being like her daddy.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that video was a bunch of like celebrities dancing with their fathers and stuff, females and males.
I didn't think about that. But the way the song is, what the song is represents is why I wouldn't pick the song to dance with my dad to, unless he's really deceased and my brother's stepping in and dancing. Then yes, I would play that song but I'd probably be crying like a boo-hoo baby.
Yeah, so it's like Nas's song "Dance with My Mom." I couldn't hear that for years.
Because it'll break you down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I thought about is if and when we decide to get married, are you gonna dance with my mom?
Yeah, why not?
Because I was wondering, I was like, I wonder if he's.
Are you gonna dance with Lonnie?
I have my own dad to dance with. I probably would though.
Yeah.
Do two dances.
Yeah, I would.
I probably would. I probably do two dances. 'Cause at first I was like, I wonder if you'll just dance with Aunt Geneva, but I was like, well, that's not technically a mother for you. It's a mother figure, but it's not technically your mother. And I was like, I wonder if you'll just dance with my mom then.
Mm-hmm. I walk her down the aisle too, having to walk her to her seat.
I figured you would. Did my best friend do that in her?
I don't remember.
I don't know why she even married that hoe. Anyway.
Did she? I know she walked down with her mom and her grandma.
Yeah, I don't remember if she walked
Her mom.
the ex bitch's
Yeah,
mom.
that's what I was saying. That's why I said her mom. But
Goofy bitch is what I call her. I don't know if she walked Goofy bitch down the aisle, her parents down the aisle. I don't really remember. That day was a blur.
all right.
It was hot. They served us pizza. My best friend was too pissed. Had gold plates for pizza and wings and a salad. I don't know who she thought she was catering to because there was more white folks in there than there was black folks. And us black folks was more mad about the food than the white folks was.
Welcome back to another episode.
He said, don't go into it. Let me not. If you see this best friend, I'm sorry.
She definitely gonna see it. She gonna be at the door.
I didn't get that.
No.
I ain't even talking to you. See how Siri be in your business?
Dang. I didn't know we had a third co-host. I was about to say, you can set your phone here and I'll leave.
Man, like, no, you stay. This phone will go. Anyway, welcome to another episode of WitChaOlAsxPodcast, where my young old ass and my co-hosts bring you guys drama, life discussions, difference of opinion, several different perspectives, and piss y'all off, apparently. Which we're okay with that. That means we're doing something right. Anyway, and some of y'all be happy, and I'm glad about that. If you don't know, you can find us on TikTok, where we post short clips at WitChaOlAsxPodcast. You can also find us on Instagram, where we post short clips, which is WitChaOlAsxPodcast. And if you're on Facebook, find us on Facebook at WitChaOlAsxPodcast, that is. But yeah, you can find us anywhere. In the meantime, in between time, if you let us borrow your ears for a brief moment, we would gladly appreciate it, because we about to bring y'all some good juicy tidbits in the conversation and go off on tangents. Now, we're checking in on mental health as well. I forgot to tell you that part, but y'all know that already because we do it every episode. Now, if you allow my young old ass and my co-host to go ahead and dive into the show, we'd gladly appreciate it, because I am your sexiest host with the most to say and to do, and the sexiest, if I might add. Miss Tay Nicole.
And I'm your fly fresh to death co-host, Pac Manley.
And together we are the flyest. I know, I threw you off. Together we are the flyest podcast on the planet. With your old ass podcast. I always throw something new to throw him off. I think I'm gonna start saying that though.
Well,
together we are the newest flyest podcast.
Oh.
Cause I feel like we are. I feel like we bring a different perspective. I'm not your typical female. I don't have to wear, and this is no shade to you ladies, but I don't have to wear like dresses or cleavage showing. You know, occasionally you might see a little cleavage because it's getting kind of hot. So I'm just gonna be honest, y'all gonna probably start seeing tank tops and shorts. You know, because it's getting kind of hot, and what I ain't gonna do is raise my electricity bill paying putting this air down. Shit, hell, goddamn me, these lights is hot as hell too. They don't do nothing but bring hot heat in this motherfucker. Hot honey. Pac, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
I'm feeling good. I have been making some great progress, haven't I?
Yes, you have.
I've been making some great progress. For y'all who don't know, I've been suffering from anxiety, severe panic disorder, and depression. And these last 3 months have taken a toll on me mentally, physically, and emotionally. I am medicated. The medication, I don't think, is what's making me feel better. I think it's me that's making me feel better, because I'm starting to come back into my old self. I think the medication enhanced my ability to be able to come back to my old self. But I'm starting to think it's just me getting myself there. I've been doing my drive therapy like I've been told to by my therapist. Haven't gotten on the highway yet, but we have been doing street driving, as I've been requested to do. I've also been sitting in the car until my heart rate stays consistent to either 69 beats per minute or 75. And that's been going pretty good. I'm pretty proud of myself. I feel like I've been doing great. How you feel like you've been doing, Pac?
I've been doing lovely.
Sorry if I was talking fast. That's how I really talk.
Besides for me doing that little stretch at work, I'm doing cool.
Little stretch at work. Did you hurt yourself?
7 days.
Oh, the 7-day stretch. Oh, got you. Do I normally talk fast?
Yes, sometimes fast and low.
Fast and low? I don't know where that came from. That's how I can tell the difference in me. That's how I can tell I'm coming back to myself, because I'm talking fast again.
Well, slow down, speed racer.
I'm trying to. He got me to laugh. Damn it.
Throw some speed bumps in there when you're talking. Just so I can catch up. I ain't talking fast. You just listening slow. Don't you better not.
Y'all are listening slow. Any advice for the folks? I need some water. I don't feel like getting up to go get it.
You know what I say?
After this episode, I'm gonna give me some water and mind my business because I'll live longer.
Yep. Drink water, mind your business, you'll live longer.
My advice to y'all is don't be afraid to get on medication to help you through your problems. If you notice something's wrong with the medication, speak up and tell your doctor. Don't keep taking something that's not making you feel right, not making you feel well. Speak on it so they can tweak it and help take care of it to make sure that they can help get you back to your normality. Let's stop being afraid as the Black community. I'm not gonna say anything about the white folks because I don't know not much about those folks. Hispanics and Latinos, I don't know much about y'all. But my Black folks, I know a lot about us, and a lot of us are afraid to get on medication because.
Excuse me.
A lot of us are afraid to get on medication because we think that somebody's gonna judge us or we're gonna be looked at as crazy. And I know that's how it was back in the day, but let's let that go. Let's get back to self-care. And part of self-care is knowing when something ain't right and getting it taken care of. Capiche?
Yeah, because half of y'all are self-medicating anyway.
Yeah, a lot of y'all self-medicating. But anywho, how y'all doing? Pac, anything you want to add to the how y'all doing? Hope y'all are doing just fine. I can't wait till I can publicly talk about something I really want to talk about that's been irking me for the past couple months, but I can't talk about it just yet. So when I get an opportunity, I surely will. Now, for this topic, we're going to discuss. Shout out to my boy Ed, aka Wolf, for giving me this idea and this topic because I never heard of this before, and he brought it up to me. Black fatigue.
Oh, yeah.
Pac, have you ever heard of black fatigue?
I have not. But, like, when you said something to me, was it last night?
I believe so.
Or sometime yesterday. Only thing I can think of is tired of black folks.
And you know, the crazy thing is, that is what people have tried to turn the definition into, is being tired of seeing black folks doing dumb shit.
Oh, now, I was just saying just tired of black folks,
or tired
period.
of black folks, period. So, I'm going to read y'all what the misappropriation of the word is. So, recently, people's narrative of the term, or misuse of the term, should I say, was frustration with specific behaviors of some black individuals, a reinterpretation that contradicts the original documented word, aka meaning that the original lady who coined this word, created this term, this phrase, or whatever you want to have it, did not intend for it to be used in the sense of being tired of seeing black people do bad black things. Had nothing to do with behavior of black folks becoming annoying. No, what it meant is, and what the term black fatigue means is tired of seeing a microaggression, fascism, racism, systematic racism against black folks, tired of injustice. That is what black fatigue meant when she wrote her book. By she, I mean Miss Mary Frances Winters. She's the founder and CEO of the Winters Group, Inc. She coined the term black fatigue in her 2020 book, Black Fatigue, How Racism Erodes the Mind, Body, and Spirit. Like I said, it was more defined deep into integrational, emotional and physical exhaustion caused by surviving systematic racism rather than fatigue of black people themselves. So everybody who on social media is using that term, you're using it wrong. And you can get mad all you want to. Y'all can come for me in the comments like you want to, like you have to. But the lady who coined the word, I gave you a cite, the book, and the creator of that term. So argue with her. It's her term. And for y'all to try to change her term to suit what y'all feel is so disrespectful. And that's one thing about black folks that I do get tired of. Stop changing someone else's narrative to suit you. Stop that. Black fatigue was meant for us to use in a term of tired of being oppressed, tired of being tired of microaggression, tired of interracial systematic racism. Use the term for what it's meant for. Don't flip it on us. That's the problem with us. We like to flip shit back on ourselves. Stop doing that. Damn. Y'all get on my nerves. Pac, what you think about the term?
You know, I can see it. It yeah, it does need to be a. You know, I am personally sick of all the injustice and all that shit, but you know, we can't change it, or can we?
No, you say we can't change it, and so then gonna say can we?
I'm just saying, you know, some people say we can, some people say we can't. You know, we just got to get our people in political power to, you know, try to change some stuff for us.
When we had one of our people in political power, y'all was dogging it.
Yeah, I was dogging them, but it ain't gonna just take that one man and that 8 years to.
Do we really
do
need
that.
our people in political power to make changes, though?
Yeah, how else we gonna get changes made?
I mean, I seen people overthrow the government all the time.
That ain't about to happen here.
Well, you have no faith in our black people, our Nubians.
No, I do, but
You have no faith in our Nubians?
I was trying to ignore it. But no, I do have faith, but what would be the consequences of it?
I mean, what did Martin Luther King and them go through?
Yeah, civil rights, but you know.
I mean, the consequences that came with that was unfortunately a lot of them passed away.
Yeah,
A lot of them were taken out and killed.
Taken out.
You know, I'm not saying that you know anybody who wants to specifically die because they didn't want to die. That wasn't what they came there for. They wanted to make the world an equal place for all folks. You know.
So I'm sorry. So basically, what I was saying, it just clicked in my head. With us getting political, even though political power, even though we probably can't, like this whole talked on it before, the critical race theory and like Trump taking away, hell, they forced the Air Force to stop teaching about Tuskegee Airmen. You know what I'm saying? They're took down all the black pictures in the White House, black people in the White House. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to erase our history. If we had people in power that could stop that, you know, even though we have allies in power, but it's a lot different from having us in power and having allies in power.
So, with the black fatigue situation, with the fact that there's the younger youth is trying to change her definition, what do you think? How do you think she should approach that? Because me personally, I think she should approach it by a cease and desist. Because y'all are defaming a term that I created. And I know that sounds harsh to instantly go that route, but don't let them change your narrative. Cease and desist it. Shut it down. That's what I think. Shut it down immediately. Before too many people get that term and consistently try to change it. Now, people like myself who like to research and learn and make sure that what they gave is correct, I'm not going to just stand for a false narrative. You know, so I can help her by trying to keep it alive, but it's going to take more than just me by trying to help keep her term corrected. And I feel like she should send a cease and desist to whoever is out there spewing false information.
Yeah.
You know, she created the term because I never heard of black fatigue up until Ed brought it up to me and asked me. He said, have you ever suffered black fatigue? And I was like, what's black fatigue? Because I never heard of it.
Yeah, I never heard of it until the day you said it to me.
So when he explained it, and I'm like, that doesn't sound right. I said, but using that term, of course I get tired of seeing my black folks do ignorant stuff, and I get tired of seeing us go against each other. Of course I do. I don't want to see that. But when I looked up the definition, I'm like, well, yeah, I'm with that definition too. I mean, I'm not against both aspects of it, but I am against y'all changing her narrative. I don't think that's right.
Let's just call, you know, people acting a fool. Let's just get that a different term.
Yeah. Why try to recoin her term black fatigue into something different?
Because people heard it and probably use their own
term
in their head. Like how I did when you said it to me.
Yeah.
Tired of black folks.
So on top of that term black fatigue, I got a few about 8 different things I wanna kind of, well, maybe not 8 different things. I'm gonna pick through some of the best ones. What's your thought on being strong all the time, like as a black man? Do you feel like you have to be strong all the time?
No. Come for me in the comments if you want. No, I don't
Have you
feel.
feel like have you feel like at one point in your life you ever had to feel like you had to be strong all the time?
Yes.
And what did that feel like?
Tiring, draining.
And what made you feel like, okay, I'm not doing this no more?
Yeah,
You just got to a point in
it's
time,
got to a point. Being too tired and being too drained from always being strong. Hell,
became exhausted with it.
yeah. It's cool when there's situations that that you have to do it for, but all the time, you know, relax sometimes. Have a chill pill.
I think I learned that lesson this year.
Mm.
At 30 years old is when I learned, okay, you're working too hard. You're doing too much. It's time that you scale back a little bit before you send yourself to a hospital, you know? Because that shit is exhausting. Do you feel like you've ever had to work twice as hard just to be seen as equal?
No, no. Personally, no. I don't feel as I had to work twice as hard to be seen as equal.
Do you feel like that's because you're a male? Or do you feel like that you just been given equal opportunity employment?
I would just say I want to say the equal opportunity employment because never really had a job where I was just like the only black person there.
Okay.
Like just every job I've had, we have been the majority. The majority.
Not me. Every job I've had has been the complete opposite. Um, Always been outnumbered. If it was black folks there, I was still outnumbered because a lot of them despise me wanting to stand up for myself and not to just accept what the company had to offer or what the team had to offer and wanting better for myself.
Also,
So
they was hitting you with the black fatigue. No,
yeah, I've definitely been in a lot of, and I don't know if that's because how strong-willed I am to stand on the point of I really truly believe what my stepdad said is true. I am not cut out to work for people because no one can accept my strength. Um, and what I can bring to a company is strength, equalness, and making the playing field leveled for all people, no matter how high up or how low you are. I think a lot of companies didn't really like that. And then I also wasn't a big fan of you thinking because you're above me, you could talk down to me. I don't play that. I never have. And I don't care if we're on the same playing field, lower playing field, or a higher playing field. You're never going to be able to talk to me like I got a tail between my legs, or I'm like I came out your cooter, or you shot me out your bazooka. Not gonna happen.
I feel you. But yeah, even though, like I said, most of my jobs I didn't have to, but not to say I didn't like, but I'm just a hard worker anyway.
Yeah,
Like that was instilled in me since a young age. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? So it's not like I purposely went above and beyond. Well, of course, purposely, but you know what I'm saying to
yeah,
get recognized or nothing. No, that's just me. That's just how I get down. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. And I feel like for me, I'm a hard worker. I've always shown signs of being a hard worker, but once a company shows me signs of not giving a damn about me, it makes me think twice about how much work I gave them. And did I go above and beyond for no reason? Should I go back to what my job description is and just solely stick to that panel? Um, I don't know. I like helping people. I've always been like that. So every job I've been in, I always wanted to learn fast so I can be the helping hand to the next person. And every job I've ever had, 30, 30 to 60 days in, I know the job like the back of my hand. It don't take me long to do a job. And, one thing that I've always stood on is if you give me the greatest teacher to teach me the job, I can learn it within a couple weeks. It don't take me that long. As long as you gave me the great training to do the job, I should be able to do the job. And even if you didn't, I'm gonna still find ways to learn what you didn't teach me so I could do better at it. And even if I outperform you, so be it. I'm not looking to outperform anybody. I'm just out doing what I know I can do. I'm always thinking of my personal goal, and I think that's how I achieve my positions. Because I think of my personal goal. What do I want to do? What do I want out of this job?
Yeah, that's funny because a lot of the jobs I've had that I've had been promoted in, I wasn't looking to get promoted. And the jobs that I was looking to get promoted, I didn't get promoted.
Mm-hmm.
It's like my current job now. Started out as a temp, coming from a temp agency, did my 30 days, got hired on 6 months, became a lead, and then I want to say like 4 months after that became a supervisor.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is, with the job I had started, I had no intentions on being like a supervisor early. I had other plans for my connection with the company. Nothing in regards to becoming anybody's like immediate boss or nothing like that. I had plans to partner with the company in certain aspects that I seen that they could use. Look how that turned out for me.
All right.
Which I can't. I'll go into detail about that another time, maybe on the nightcap episodes. Which we're still gonna do the nightcap. I just need more time to focus on my healing journey before we get to doing more shit, and because I ain't trying to relapse. Relapse in anxiety, panic disorder, and depression. I ain't trying to set myself way back, because when I said relapse, I seen exactly where everybody's mind went.
She's on that stuff, on that powder. No.
Powder? I said I'm on powder?
Sorry, as soon as I said powder, the milk came.
Yeah, it did, because I was about to go there. He said, canned milk, powder milk, jelly, no jelly, syrup, no syrup. That man's hilarious. Anyway, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to talk about that anyway right now.
Yeah, because this job I'm at now, like when I started there as a temp, it was for me to escape another job. Not necessarily, I wasn't like, I really was. Well, I was trying to make my situation better, because I was working at a school, a college, and having 3 months off in the summer, a month off in the winter, that was hurting my pockets.
Yeah.
And I had to pick up a second job, and then I started working 2 jobs at once, and it's getting real draining.
Mm-hmm.
So
don't I know it?
Yeah. So when I got that job, when I got my current job, I was like, cool. I would just do this. This seems cool. I can do this for 8 hours all day. This ain't
look
nothing.
At you almost 8 years later.
Yeah, I know, right? Almost 8 years later.
And the crazy thing is, sometimes I wonder if I should have stayed, and then other times I go, nah, I did exactly what was in my path and my plan. I think that one thing I stood tall on is once I quit a job, I never turned back. And maybe that's why my employee record is long, because I've been at a company. I'll be there for a year to 2 years. Now, granted, this is the reason why my employment history is really long, because I've worked 3 jobs at the same time multiple times. It's not because I would work one job for a year, quit, and go to another one. No, I would literally work 3 jobs at a time. I was working literally in 2015 to 2017. I was working either 2 and then add a third, and then one of the other ones had to drop off because it was too much to do, or the time started becoming conflicted, schedule started to get changed, and it was messing stuff up. In 2018 to 2021, same thing. I worked literally 3 jobs You know, like they didn't run concurrent all the time. They might have been 6 months to a year in between, but I definitely would work 2 or 3 jobs at the same time. I was definitely I'm definitely a hustler. I'm definitely about getting my money. I'm definitely about making my coin. So for me, it was if I've been there for so long, and so long to me is a year to 2 years, and the company doesn't show any interest in seeing what I can elevate in, I don't want to be there. Because to me,
feeling stagnant.
Yeah, because to me now, of course, the longest job I actually held was my job with T-Tech. I was there for almost 5 years with them. I was there. Crazy. Yeah, I was there with them for a long time.
A lot of my jobs are like 6 years and above, 6 years and higher.
With being with them 6 years and higher, and I don't know if I do know. I feel like what was said to me is true. I'm not cut out to really work for people, and I'm looking for more than what the company's willing to offer me. And I get bored easily. My mom said that she said you lose interest easily when they're not showing signs of progression. You're not a stagnant person. You like to grow. You like to move. You like to bounce around and learn more about something so you can scale it better. I'm a grower, not a shower. I got you to laugh. I needed that. But the next thing I wanted to ask you is this one's kind of quick. Mental toll of history repeating itself or watching history repeat itself. Do you feel like it takes a toll on you mentally if you see history repeat itself?
You mean like personally?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes. Of course it does. Especially if it's like a bad history.
Okay.
Because sitting back like, hey, how did I get back here?
Okay.
Now you got to find your way out of whatever you're back in.
So for the good history repeating itself, you're all in for.
Yeah, I'm all in for anything good. Everything black, I'm voting. I'm rooting for it, and I'm playing.
I'm crying. Okay, that was just a quick yes or no with a slight explanation that I wanted from you. Of course, I agree with you. Yes. Now, for a real good topic, and this is I'm gonna cut off the perspective and we're gonna jump into difference of opinion. Because this one is a real good difference of opinion topic. Code switching. Survival or betrayal?
Survival.
Or self-betrayal, I'm sorry. Survival or self-betrayal?
Survival. So me and Terrence had a discussion about this.
I couldn't wait to ask you this.
A couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say I have never, but I have never noticed myself code switching for anything. I know there's people that do it, and you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It is because if there wasn't people that did it, it wouldn't be a thing. But yeah, for me, I've never done it.
I'm going to get chewed out about this. I see it as self-betrayal. And the reason being is because I used to code switch. And I knew I did. I'm not going to say I was raised to code switch because my mama, I don't think my mama ever code switched.
That's hilarious.
I don't think she ever did.
That is hilarious. I get to it when you finish.
What's hilarious?
You said you was never raised to code switch. I was, and I didn't. And you never was, and you did.
Yeah, I don't think my mom ever taught us to code switch. I don't remember that at all. But let me tell y'all why I code switched. So, I'm not an easily influenced person, so it was never a person that made me code switch. Like, nobody taught me to. Nobody said I had to. I felt like because the real person I am, I'm true to my blackness. I'm a very black woman. I'm a very proud black person. And I was applying for jobs, and I was going in interviews, and I felt like, damn, am I just too fucking black to get hired? So
I know what it is.
What?
They see your name,
and they
think you're something else,
and then when I pop up, I'm just, oh, this is really a black girl,
right?
And I was just like, damn, like I can't get a job because of how black I am. And then I remember Googling about like discrimination, when it comes to interviews, and someone had mentioned, they went through the same thing, and they were saying that they played their game. They never mentioned code switching. They just said they played their game. So I was like, okay, maybe I need to play their game. So I did a couple more interviews, played their game, ended up getting hired. And the job that hired me was Gap Outlet.
Mm.
Now, here's the crazy part about this though. I code switched to get the job. At least I think that's how I got it. But then, as time went past, my manager, Miss Sheila, shout out to Miss Sheila, I was the blackest girl I could be around her. And that woman didn't care not one bit. Like, she loved how I brought flavor and swag to it. She would literally take me off the registers and put me on the floor so I could make sales because she knew my aura, my charm, my charisma would get people comfortable enough to tell me what they need so I can get them what they need and get them, to purchase maybe a little bit more or exactly what they need and keep them from leaving the store, you know.
Right.
So after a while, I would say with her, I didn't pick up on it right away that she was accepting me for my blackness. I didn't really pay attention to it. So every job after that, I thought I had a code switch.
Mm.
It wasn't until January 1st, 2017,
Dang, she got a date and everything.
because I got a speeding ticket that day and I got into a work incident at my ex-employer, Quick Shop. And yeah, I'm throwing names. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can't do nothing to me about it. That I started realizing, I'm like, am I code switching? Like, I'm really code switching for these people, and this is how they still moving? I was like, man, I can't do this no more. I feel like I'm betraying who I really am to suit other people. So at that point, it wasn't no more code switching. Needless to say, it ain't like that. They wanted me to still be what they thought I was. And I feel like at that point, I gave them a false narrative. So ever since then, I stopped doing that. I ended up getting hired at Constantino's, Price Shopper. And yes, I could talk about it. And people don't give a fuck what you're talking about. Was myself. The director of the deli department loved me. Miss Barbara, I loved her. Sweet lady. She wanted me to move to a different store, but she wanted me to learn from my ex boss, who apparently didn't like me. Cause she wrote a whole note about how she couldn't stand me. She didn't like me. She didn't want me to work there, and everything underneath the sun. And I didn't know why. To this day, I still don't know why. I've seen her a couple of times, and I wanted to ask her, but because back then, I ain't gonna lie, I was too childish, and my ego and anger was getting the best of me. So I knew if I would have went over there, it wouldn't have went the way I wanted it to. But I really, to this day, if I ever see her again, I'm gonna ask her, why would you write that letter that you didn't like me to get me terminated, and then you cost the company. I'm gonna just put it that way.
Yeah.
Because I was like, why would you, like, I'm thinking to myself, like, why would she write she didn't like me? What did I do? Besides try to learn how to do my job, I would text you and ask you questions to try to understand and try to figure out how to work stuff, or, you know what I'm saying? And then I really was a boss to these people when you weren't there and when you were there. I wouldn't let them just get away with stuff. They couldn't just do stuff. Of course, I was nice and friendly to them because I wanted them to feel, a happy environment, but also would check shit and wouldn't let shit just go how they wanted to. But I felt like it was self-betrayal. I really did. I feel like I was betraying myself. I wasn't being authentic to myself. It can be deemed as survival for a lot of people. And I'm not knocking anybody who feels that way. But for me, knowing who I am and how strong of a person I am to myself, it felt like self-betrayal. So for the past, what's this, 2026? For the past 9 years, every job has been getting the black version of me.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever code switched at a job. One job, and that was a telemarketing job where my name got changed and everything.
What?
Yeah.
What they call you, Rashid?
No.
What they call you?
Well, what I named myself, I changed my own name.
Oh, was it what you be putting on here?
No.
Okay.
So it was a telemarketing place. We was basically, well, not basically telemarketing, but we was like calling to get people adjustments for siding, roofing, windows, and whatnot. And we was calling a bunch of suburban homes.
Did they know you changed your name, the
Yeah.
company?
Yeah.
They were okay with you giving them a fake
Yeah,
name?
because it was a discussion between me and my former boss. Was like, yeah, Rashad is not,
Mm-mm.
And this was a black guy too. And he was like, well, it was a
He
black
a
guy and a
code
white guy.
switcher.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? But calling suburban homes with the name Rashad is not going to get you in the door. You know what I'm saying? As soon as they hear the name Rashad, they're going to hang up on you. Too black. Bad enough the voice is already deep. I can't even say Rashad.
This is Mr. Manley.
So I changed my name to Sean.
Wow.
And, and we even tested, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would call as Rashad and immediately get hung up on. Call LaShawn, they'll at least listen.
Hi, this is Taylor. Now I will say this. When I do talk on the phone, because I know I talk fast, my slow down voice does sound different than my speed voice. But it's not intentional. It's just because I have to slow down in order for them to hear me on the phone. Because I'll never forget when I called the goddamn KU and the building department was talking to them to set up my bills and stuff. That lady said, "Ma'am, I'm going to have you repeat and slow down." I said, "Oh, I'm sorry. Did you miss what I said?" She said, "You said that so fast. I ain't catch a word you said, honey." I said, "Do I really talk that fast?" And my mom would take to this day, she'll go, "No, you don't." And I'm like, "Really?" She'd be like, "No, you don't talk that fast. People just be listening slow."
Yeah, it is sometimes. People do
But
be listening slow, but there is sometimes you do be
you're
talking
talking way
fast.
too fast. And my mom, I was asking her, I said, have I ever talked too fast? She was like, when you was a kid, you did talk way too fast, and I used to have to make you slow down because you go way too fast. But she was like, "But I think over time, as your mother, I just adapted to understanding what you're saying." And I
Yeah,
was like, "Damn, do I really talk too fast?" I be trying to slow down,
yeah. But
like now.
I think a lot of black kids were raised to code switch and didn't even know it.
And that's what I was getting to,
You know what I'm
basically.
saying?
Like,
Because
my mama didn't tell me to.
well, yeah, that like when them bill collectors or whatever call your house or your mama be yelling at you and she'll pick up the phone. Hey, how are you
And that's what
doing?
I think. Because I was like, my mama never said, "Hey, you got a code switch." I think it just was us seeing how my mom would talk with us and
Mm-hmm.
then see how she'd get on the phone when it's time to handle business. And I
Yeah.
think, to be honest with you, I don't even think what my mom was doing was considered code switching. I feel like she just knew that it was time to be professional. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
starting to think that, for black folks, I think we really should take out that term code switching and accept it to where we're just bringing out our professional side.
Right.
Because I don't really know. I mean, code switching to me would be more so like what I did when I would talk like super soft and, change like the tone in my voice a little bit as much as I could to suit and make it softer and make it more approachable for people. That's what I consider code switching. I think if you still use your regular voice, you just turn on that professional
Yeah.
ticker. That's different to me. I think that that's just you being you and just being professional.
I don't even do that. I don't even do that now. I'll be at work answering the phone. Hey, how you doing? Hey, hello. Hey,
You know what's funny?
I got you.
When
Yep,
I
I sure will. Or not even just like that, but you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
people can tell like my personality would come through on some of the calls at work. So,
because you bring it through, and that's like when I worked at T Tech. You notice how I would call people sugar honey,
mm-hmm.
babe, or not babe, but sugar honey, sweetheart. Like that's really how I am. I talk like that. I call people sugar. I call people honey. I call them sweetheart.
Right. I'd
People I
be
don't know. I
right.
will
I'd
call
be
you
like,
that.
for sure.
No, for
Bet.
real. Bet.
And
You know what I'm saying?
and I might be talking to a doctor or a nurse on the phone. I'd be like, for sure. I got you. Bet.
Yeah,
But you know what I'm saying? They understand, like, okay, thank you. You know what I'm saying? And
and that's just really where I've gotten to a point in my life where like I said, 2017 is when I was just like, nah, you just gonna be you 100%. All this soft spoken shit, you don't do this. This ain't even close to who you are, girl. If you don't sit that down and pick it up and do it right, do it right. You know, you know. But last thing I want to ask you about. This is on a mental health
dum
tip.
dum dum. Here we go.
How is it healing in a world that doesn't always feel safe?
Huh. How is it healing in a world that doesn't always feel safe?
You can give me one word. You can give me a phrase.
with that, I just had to say, focus on yourself. Blank
No,
out.
no. The question is, how does it feel to
How
try
does
to
it?
heal in a world that isn't always safe?
Oh, feels wonderful.
Even though the world doesn't always feel safe, it feels wonderful to be trying to heal in a traumatic ass world.
Yeah, feels safe because you can see past all that BS of unsafeness, and you are the one healing. You're healing yourself, taking care of yourself. Who cares what anybody else is out there doing? Yeah, it's Gotham City out there, but it's a sanctuary right here.
I like that. I think trying to heal in a world that isn't always safe can be a little scary, a little challenging. Um, but I do agree that it does give you a piece of sanity, serenity, and it helps you feel safer in your own environment for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I do agree with you on that. I think that's what's helped with my healing process as I've closed out the rest of the world and gave two shits about the rest of the world and focused on making me a better person and healing me from the inside out.
Right, because like you've always said, if something's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can change up little things where it's not gonna happen, that's the healing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If I know that if I walk under this construction site and they're moving bricks and I walk under it and the bricks fall on me, I'm dead. But hey, if you don't walk under it, you got a less chance of them bricks falling on you.
Yeah.
You just gotta
Choose
train,
wisely.
change it, train yourself. To look at things and think about things differently.
Yeah.
Because there came a point in my thinking that if it didn't affect me, affect my pockets, affect my home, I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? It really doesn't bother me too much because it's not a what is it? It's not a personal effect to me or nothing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Yeah.
that's just like 'cause some people they stress themselves out over Tom, Dick, and Harry getting the position and I didn't. Okay, just try a little harder and maybe go out for it next time.
Yeah.
Don't stress yourself over it.
This was the trying time for me to learn how not to stress myself um, over work. Um, like I said earlier, I'm a go getter. I'd like to. I love my green and my blue and my pink. Um, and
Oh wait, Monopoly money? No.
you crying. Um, but no, I've had to learn that some stuff isn't worth stressing over because where there's one, there's another,
Yeah.
and when there's another, there's multiple. So, um,
Once you let one thing in, that door's gonna get kicked open. Everything else gonna come in.
yeah, there's multiple doors to whatever hallway you walk down. So sometimes you gotta open them all. Sometimes you just gotta open one. It just happens that way in life. Not everything is given to you right then and there, and not everything is taken from you right then and there. So you just gotta take it a day at a time and accept the reality for what it is. Before I close out the show, Pac, is there anything that you want to leave them with?
Once again, I want all the smoke.
Yeah, no, I'm always down for some smoke. Never strayed away from it, never scared of it. But we do want to thank everybody who tunes in, whether you tune in and watch the shorts or whether you tune in and watch the full episode, whatever it is that you find yourself getting connected to, we appreciate it. Um, do y'all like seeing me in full clothes?
Wait, what?
Because I be wearing bullshit sometimes. Sweatpants, t-shirt, socks, slippers.
Yes, please. It's like, wait, hold up, wait. Now I gotta go back and watch the other episodes. Was she half naked?
I'm crying. Yeah, no, a lot of times I don't be dressed to the nines. I just be wearing bullshit. And you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I'm starting to understand that when it comes to this podcast game, I do need to start presenting myself a lot better. Um, Wearing bullshit on my podcast is probably not, especially when I got an abundance of clothes that I can literally put on. It's crazy work to be walking around here looking like somebody took my last check. Uh, so, um, definitely will do a lot better. And plus, I got a whole bunch of shoes that I could just gladly put on my feet, y'all. What y'all gonna see my shoe collection and go, where she get them? Any Jordans y'all see me wear on my feet? He paid for any Jordans, except for I think one pair, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it two? I think it's
One.
two.
What would be the other pair?
No, them ain't Jordans. Them was Air Force Ones.
Yeah, I was about to say besides for that one pair that your mom got you, that's it.
Yeah, I think all of them you did buy, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, all of them you did, except for that one pair. But yeah, Jordan Power. No, these shoes is fucking fire. I love these shoes. They're comfortable. I know my foot look big to y'all. Mind your business. It's a 9 in men's. Because I don't think they had women's. I love the patent leather. Sweet. Anyway, thank y'all for tuning in, though. Me and Pac really appreciate that wholeheartedly. We down for the smoke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we even want to thank the haters because you
Let your
watched
haters
it,
be your motivators.
you watched it, you gave us a view, and
gave
you
us a comment.
commented, so which gave us
More
generated
engagement.
Yep.
And impressions.
Right. That's one thing I never understand. People like, I don't like this. I'm like you're engaging, and you gave us a view
And your opinion. And you know what? I'm about to stop telling y'all to dismiss yourself off my page. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna encourage y'all. I'm encouraging y'all to keep being ignorant because when you go apply for a job, not no, but you know what eventually is gonna happen is because I see it all the time. Eventually, folks is gonna continue to be negative, and then there's gonna be a fan base that's gonna start attacking the negativity. So I'm cool at this point. I'm washing my hands because I'm wasting my time typing and telling y'all to stop being negative. You're gonna be negative. There's nothing I can do about it. So have at it, I guess. I don't know what else to tell y'all.
Yeah, like I said, people out there think they got superpowers now that they got internet and a keyboard.
And then a lot of y'all be talking trash without a profile picture.
And
Don't be hiding behind them letters. JG.
And a lot of y'all just don't be making sense.
That too.
Like, because there was one on there that I seen, somebody was just like, Cap. What was Cap?
Yeah, I asked him that too.
Like, what was Cap?
What was Cap? And then they never respond. Let me tell you something. Don't talk trash. And then when I ask you something, you don't respond. No, give me, because I need clarification.
Right. Man, say it was Cap at 1 minute and 38 seconds. What he said or what she said, or that was just Cap. And then don't never come back. Like,
and then he wrote 2 messages, 2, and I responded to both of them because I was like, "What are you talking about? Like, huh? Y'all be irritating me with that. Like, if you gonna get on the page and try to banter, let's banter.
man,
because I got time sometimes, and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't.
And until recently, I got time.
We got time. But not for real. Thank y'all though. We getting ready to close the show out because I got other shit I gotta go record as well. No, y'all be peaceful. You know what I'm saying? And once again, y'all can find my other YouTube channel, TheRealTaylor.Nicole, where I talk about TV shows, movies, and Black history. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok as well. The same thing, TheRealTaylor.Nicole. Make sure y'all follow all of the accounts for WitChaOlAsxPodcast, and also come find my brother man, Pac Sinatra, on Instagram as well. And I think he's on TikTok, but he doesn't really post on TikTok, I don't think.
No, I do more reposting and watching videos on TikTok.
Yeah.
But you ain't gonna see me out there doing all dances and...
Instagram is where you can find him. I stutter like a motherfucker trying to say that. But thanks, y'all. It's been great to hold your ears. We appreciate it. Drop in the comments what things y'all want to hear us discuss next. Also, send us emails at WitChaOlAsxPodcast@gmail.com about advice or things you just want us to discuss. If you want to remain anonymous, please leave me anonymous. If you don't want to remain anonymous and you want us to shout you out and put your name out there or your email that you sent it from, that's fine. But yeah, keep in touch with us. We always open, we always here, and we always fresh. I have been your greatest and latest and best and sexiest, most fly ass host, Tay Nicole.
And I'm your co-host, Pac Manley.
And together we have been the flyest podcast, the newest podcast on the world,
With
Which
your
Old
old
Ass
ass podcast.
Peace out, y'all.